Hello guys, this is Sushant. So welcome to your channel, which is Sci Engineer. So we meet again with yet another video on your entrance exam preparation. So this is the continuation of your topic, which is differentiation. We'll be making more such videos in the future with new topics, with new concepts, and with new problems in each video. So to get these videos, you have to like the videos, share it with your friends, and do comment in the comment section how you find these videos, whether they are helping you in your preparation for the entrance exams. And also, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a notification of the new uploads which we are doing on a regular basis. So help us by sharing these videos with your friends and also liking the videos. So let's get going. This particular video is going to be the continuation of the topic differentiation, which we have already made videos on. So if you are new to the channel, please do check it out. So in this video, we are going to discuss on the topic which is implicit functions. So implicit functions are those types of equations or functions in which we cannot represent a variable into the other variable. That means a dependent variable cannot be explicitly represented as a independent variable or vice versa. So we are going to see how to take differentiation of such equations or functions. So let us see this particular problem, which is your type of implicit function. You can see that xy is equal to tan of xy. So in this question, you can see that y is not specifically in terms of x, or x is not specifically in terms of y. So you have to show that the derivative dy by dx is going to be minus y by x. So you need to take this particular question. So in this, you need to take the derivative of this directly. So it's going to be derivative of x into y. So it's the UV rule which is to be applied over there. So it's going to be derivative of x, which is 1 into y, plus your derivative of y into x. So x into the derivative of y is going to be dy by dx, because you are taking the derivative with respect to x. This thing is equal to, you can see that it is tan of xy. So your tan derivative is going to be sec square of xy and into the derivative of xy. So you can see it's the same thing, that is y plus x dy by dx. So now what you need to do is you need to take the derivative terms together, that is your dy by dx terms together. So you can see that the derivative term is over here. So it's going to be dy by dx, which can be taken as common, into x, which is from here. Then this part will be going on that side. So you can see that it is going to be minus x into sec square. So minus x into sec square xy. So that is going to be multiplied by dy by dx, which is taken common. So that will be equal to your terms which are not going to be having your dy by dx. So that's going to be your y into sec square xy, and from here it's going to be minus y. So now what you can do is you can take the x common from here. So that will become 1 minus x square, and you can take from here the y common. So the x common from here, so your dy by dx is going to be nothing but, if you take the minus sign common from here, it's going to be minus y upon x. If you take the minus sign common, it's going to be 1 minus sec square xy divided by 1 minus sec square xy, which gets cancelled basically, and you get your required question, that is dy by dx is y minus y by x. So when you are solving it in your MHCET examination or your JEE, it will be, many options will be given in which you have to find what is going to be dy by dx. So if you are getting this particular answer, then you just have to take that particular answer. Let's see one more type of question in this. So this is a question which is given to me. My cos inverse of x square minus y square upon x square plus y square is given as tan inverse a, and I need to find the derivative. So what you can do is you can take simply this cos inverse on that side. So that will be cos of tan inverse a, and let us take that term as my m. So after this, what you can do is you can apply your componendo dividendo. So your componendo dividendo is nothing but the addition of the numerator and denominator divided by the subtraction of numerator and denominator. So when you are doing your componendo dividendo, it's going to be x square minus y square plus x square plus y square divided by x square minus y square minus x square minus y square. You have to do it on the other side also. So it's going to be m plus 1 because it's nothing but division by 1 and m minus 1. So you can see that the y square gets cancelled in the numerator and x square gets cancelled in the denominator. So this is going to be 2x square upon minus 2y square, which is equal to m plus 1 upon m minus 1. The 2 gets cancelled, you can take the minus 1 on that side. So you're getting x square upon y square is nothing but your m plus 1 upon 1 minus m. Now you can see that there is a square term. You can take the square root on both sides. So it's going to be square root of this. So now what you can see is that m is nothing but a constant term. So the whole term can be represented as, so now what you can do is you can take the y on that side. So your x is equal to m into y. Now taking the derivative of this, it's going to be nothing but your 1 is equal to m into dy by dx. So your dy by dx is going to be equal to 1 by m. So now what you need to do is you need to just substitute your m. So you can see that m is nothing but over here. So that is going to be 1 upon x by y. So that becomes y by x. So your dy by dx will be your y by x. So next set of questions will be related to your terms, which will be based on your function raised to a function. So when you are having such terms, what you need to remember is you need to take the log on both sides. You cannot find the derivative of this directly because it is quite a complicated term like this. So for example, it can be your x raised to e raised to x, which you can see that this x is a function and e raised to x is also a function. Or it can be a simple term like x raised to x. Again, x is also a function and the raised to x is also a function. So it's basically your function raised to function. So whenever you are having such terms, what you need to do is you need to take log on both sides. So let's see the procedure to follow while solving these sums. So you can see that your y is equal to sin x raised to x plus sin inverse root x. So in this you can see that you cannot take derivative of this term directly, but you can take derivative of this because it's normal, your sin inverse term which is present over there. The reason why you cannot take derivative of this is because you have a sin x which is a function in itself and you have that raised to x which is another function. So whenever you are having a function raised to function, you need to be very careful. So let us say that this part is my u because I need to find the derivative of this part. So your y can be written as u plus sin inverse root x. So when you are taking the derivative of it, it's going to be your dy by dx is going to be nothing but your du by dx plus your sin inverse derivative, which is quite easy to find. So it's going to be your sin inverse derivative, which is 1 minus x square. So in this case it's root x square. So that's going to be x into derivative of root x. So that's going to be 1 upon 2 root x. Next, what you can see that you have to find your du by dx. So let us take the term u, let us keep it as aside. So your u will be sin x raised to x. So you have a function raised to a function. So in this case, as I said, you have to take log on both sides. So your log u will be equal to x into log of sin x. So when you are taking derivative of this, so you will be having the derivative of log u, that is 1 by u. So into your du by dx, this thing will be equal to x into log of sin x. So it's again a UV rule. So derivative of x, which is 1 into log of sin x, plus x into log of sin x derivative. So log derivative is going to be 1 upon sin x into derivative of sin x, that's going to be cos x. So now you need to find your du by dx. So for that you need to take the u on that side. So your du by dx is going to be equal to your u term into log sin x plus x, and it's cos x by sin x, so that's going to be cot x. So what you can see is that u is nothing but your sin x raised to x. So you have found your du by dx term. So after this, what you need to do is you need to simply substitute the value of your du by dx in that. So your dy by dx will be nothing but sin x raised to x into log of sin x plus x cot x plus 1 upon root of 1 minus x into 1 upon 2 root x. So this is how you find your derivative of a function raised to a function. So in the next video, we are going to see the two main topics, which is going to be related to finding the derivative of a function with respect to some other function, and also for your higher order derivative like your second order derivative too. So do write in the comment section what videos you would like us to make on, what you would like us to include in these videos which we are doing to help you guys in your preparation. We will be continuing to make videos for the mathematics section, and we will be coming up soon with the physics section also for the preparation part. So do hit the like button, do subscribe to our channel, and do share it with your friends so that it helps us to make more videos like this for you guys. So help us in helping you for your preparation for the engineering level. So we are from Samartha Vidya classes, which is for engineering and science students. We have been helping students for the preparation for the engineering entrances. So if you want to know about us, you can just email us at samarthavidya@gmail.com, or you can visit our Facebook page, which is for Samartha Vidya. The link for the Facebook page and our email address is given in the description below. We would like from Samartha Vidya to thank all of you guys to help us make our channel reach the 1000 subscriber mark. So do share our channel with your friends to help us reach our milestone and to continue our helping you in your entrances and also for your engineering level studies. So thank you guys for all your support. So this is Sushant signing off for now. So keep learning, keep watching, and happy learning. Bye.